right now on 5 on your side at 10.
Tonight, the bi-state is bracing for the first snowfall of the season. The winter weather arrives tomorrow, and most of the region will see significant snow. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Holden Kerwicki. Kelly Jackson is off tonight. We're in a weather impact alert ahead of that winter weather. Meteorologist Gary Frank joins us with a first check of the forecast. And Gary, exactly how much snow are we talking here?
Yeah, everybody's going to get at least a coating here and at Kirkwood Farmers Market. These trees, these fresh cut Christmas trees, for the first time, we'll see snow upon them. But there are actually going to be a few spots that have some pretty significant snow in some of our area. And that's what we want to talk about right now and how cold it is right now. First and foremost, is it going to be cold enough for it to stick? Well, as I flash these temperatures on right now, the answer is absolutely. It's 29 right now in St. Louis, and you'll see we're kind of in the middle of temperatures on the warm side, that southerly breeze, and then really cold stuff. And as we continue to see where this cloud cover flows right along that line, that's the direction that these minor disturbances are coming from. And we continue to look through this area. Now, there's not much going on right now, but it's all part of this winter weather advisory that's in place starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow. That includes many spots like Lincoln, St. Charles County, St. Louis City, and it really, as I take that part of it off, and you can see it's along 64, it's along 70, and it's pretty much anywhere north of that. There is going to be a very fine line of temperatures that are just above freezing and just around freezing, and a very heavy band of snow. And that's what we're going to settle in for here over the next 24 hours. So periods of snow, let's start it at 8 o'clock for our weather impact alert day through 7 o'clock. Untreated surfaces are going to be slower. I think a lot of us are going to be just fine because we see a gradual 1 to 2 inches of snow over a several hour period. It is these bands of snow that may be problematic, and that's what I want to talk about with an updated snowfall totals map here in just about 5 minutes.
All right, thank you, Gary. The Missouri Department of Transportation says its crews will be ready to clear highways and roads as conditions change. They suggest drivers to plan ahead, especially those traveling for the holidays. Motorists should use extra caution and, as Gary said, slow down for the conditions. Give yourself more space between your car and that car in front of you. Avoid cruise control on icy roads and brake gently to avoid skidding. Also, be cautious on bridges and overpasses, which freeze quicker than roads. Stay ahead of this incoming winter weather anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355 and we'll send you that link. You may have two feelings about the incoming winter weather. You either love it or you hate it. Right now, the city of St. Charles is getting into the holiday spirit. The 50th annual Christmas traditions kicked off today. As our Megan Kernan reports, winter weather won't slow them down.
3, 2, 1.
And just like that, it's Christmas time on historic Main Street in St. Charles. You won't find anybody worried about the snow here. In fact, they welcome it.
We are so excited that it might snow. That's what makes Christmas magical.
Debbie Ladd is the managing director, otherwise known as the chaos coordinator. She says the snow actually draws in larger crowds.
We have had days where there has been ice, and we still have people who are down here because it's a tradition.
Now, somebody who's really ready for the snow is Jack Frost, the man of many titles.
I am Jack Frost, winter national celebrity. I am the world's undefeated freeze tag champion. I am the Picasso of polar. I am the Van Gogh of snow. I live for this. Main Street is my canvas. It is going to be a winter wonderland.
Christmas Traditions hasn't seen a snowfall on opening weekend in several years. That's why this festive bunch hopes to see that streak broken come Saturday.
We're ready. Bring it on. It's been quite a while since we've had some accumulation, so I think 'tis the season for a little snow.
And when it does snow on Main Street,
it is magical. You've never seen something so beautiful and just like out of a storybook.
You're going to feel like you are in a Hallmark movie. This is, the best Christmas town in the Midwest, and it just makes you so excited to be here in the snow and with the lights and the trees and the bricks, and it's very homey.
Reporting in St. Charles.
Season's freezings to you and yours.
Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
Main Street St. Charles will hold their Santa Parade tomorrow and Sunday at noon to celebrate the festival's kickoff weekend. Christmas traditions every Friday to Sunday in December and ends on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, the St. Louis region will rally together for Colin Brown. The 16-year-old CBC student died Wednesday after being shot by a stray bullet on I-55 last weekend. Tomorrow, Bar Down Sports Bar in South St. Louis County is hosting a fundraiser in his honor. It starts at 4 o'clock, and the bar will donate 25% of sales to his family. The St. Louis Blues will also honor Brown during tomorrow night's game against the Philadelphia Flyers. The team will celebrate his life with a pregame moment, and proceeds from the 50-50 raffle will benefit his family. Tomorrow, the CBC hockey cadets will be back in action for the first time since Colin's death. They will face DeSmet at the Afton Ice Rink at 8:30. There will be a celebratory face-off before the game begins. CBC is asking the community to pack the arena to honor Colin. Right now, police are still looking for the person who shot and killed Brown. If you have any information, please call St. Louis Police or Crime Stoppers anonymously at 866-371-TIPS. Black Friday kicked off one of the busiest days of the year for retailers. Shoppers were out this morning at West County Center looking for the best deals on gifts. The day after Thanksgiving has traditionally been the unofficial kickoff to the holiday shopping season. The National Retail Federation says a record 183 million people are planning to shop in store and online this year. The holiday shopping season continues tomorrow with Small Business Saturday. It's a day meant to highlight and support local businesses. 5 on your side travel to Delmar Main Street, where dozens of businesses are looking to cash in.
When you shop small, it supports those local businesses, gives to the economy, and yeah, you're going to make that shopping experience with someone who really appreciates your business, so your dollar goes so much further.
Delmar Main Street is hosting a small business holiday expo at Delmar Divine tomorrow from 11 until 4 p.m. Stores across the country are offering deals in-store and online this week, but some may seem too good to be true. Verify's Aronde Till shares 5 tips to help you avoid a scam this holiday season.
Let's verify some major scams that happen on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Are these ads really as good as they claim? Not always. Major shopping events like Black Friday become prime targets for fraudulent ads on social media. Always verify the legitimacy of an ad before clicking by checking the account that the ad was posted from and the URL that the ad goes to. Seeing any of those online offers for super cheap gift cards? Scammers use phony websites that sell deactivated or fake gift cards for popular retailers only to harvest personal information. It's safest to only buy gift cards from reputable retailers, preferably directly from the company itself. Phony websites try to imitate real ones, so check for spelling errors and incorrect logos. Always check for HTTPS in the URL to be sure that the site is secure. Fake sites pop up every year. If it seems suspicious or unfamiliar, use Google to look up the real site. Be careful of deals that seem too good to be true. Phishing scams spike around Black Friday. Be wary of emails offering exclusive deals. Double check by going to the store's website directly. Do not click the email link unless the sender's email address is correct. Scammers will also use text messages to pretend to be official agencies, such as the U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Be skeptical of unexpected texts telling you that your packages need verification. Do not click on unfamiliar links and don't respond to suspicious text messages. Shop smart, stay safe, and don't let these scams ruin your holidays.
If there's something you'd like for us to verify, just send an email to verify@ksdk.com. 5 on Your Side is once again partnering with the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition for Little Wishes. To give a gift for a child in foster care this season, you can head to ksdk.com/littlewishes. 'Tis the season, and the St. Louis Zoo is getting into the holiday spirit. We were there for the kickoff of the annual Wild Lights, which decks out the zoo with twinkling light displays. There were also festive menus, kids' activities, and much more. Wild Lights resumes tomorrow night from 5 to 8:30 p.m., and it costs $12 per member, $15 for non-members, and proceeds help the zoo provide quality care for the animals. Meteorologist Gary Frank joins us now for a look at the weather impact forecast. And Gary, I knew it was cold out, but until I just looked down at the bug down there, I didn't realize it was 28 degrees cold out.
28, and it's even colder in some spots. The fact that we're just below freezing like that already at this hour, we're going to hold pretty steady. We're not going to get to these numbers, but we're right along that line where we're below freezing. Now we set the stage for our potential snow, and that's what we've been tracking here into the rest of the overnight hours. I don't think this snowfall really starts to pick up for a while, and really I think these are nominal chances of maybe a flurry, but but after daybreak, that's when things start to pick up. And that's where our winter weather advisory goes into play. That's at 6 a.m. Like I mentioned, right along I-70 and 64, a majority of the counties that are highlighted in that winter weather advisory. Here's what we look off to the northwest. We have clouds, we have this light snow that continues, and overall, there's not much going on, but you'll see these little disturbances that are kind of work their way into the fabric of this, and that's what we're looking at here. As we see that work its way down in this, why the change that we've seen? Well, the change is the Gulf moisture that we may see this little surge that provides lift and moisture from the Gulf here over the next 12 hours, and I think where we see that axis line up, that's where we're going to see a big spike in some of these snowfall rates that could exceed 1 inch per hour. So as we look at similar temperatures from what we have right now at 7 a.m., we still have to overcome the dry air first, and that's what we'll do with that first band of snow. As that settles in by 8 or 9 o'clock, it's going to hit that dry wall of air. It's going to start to saturate things, so not much is impressive at that point. But notice where it starts to snow a little bit further. 9, 10 o'clock, now we've settled into most of it. Now we're seeing an active light to moderate snow. Also notice where we're starting to pick up some of those darker shades of blue and purple. That's where I think those snowfall rates may exceed a ½ inch to an inch, and that's where we may start to see those totals overcome, and even the roadway treated surfaces become a little bit more dangerous as temperatures get closer to freezing. Notice that all these numbers are right around freezing, but by 3 or 4 o'clock, things start to move away. So what does that mean for us? I think really for Saturday as our next weather impact alert day, it's our first accumulating snow without a doubt. We're not going to avoid this type of snow, but 10 to 4 seems to be the heaviest for me, and that's what we have to look at here ahead. Our biggest impact will of course be the slick roads. It's our first snowfall in a while, and quickly changing road conditions depends on where you drive. And I mean, I need you to prepare for a narrow band of really heavy snow somewhere. I think our big range in totals will be by just a few miles. So you could go from 1 inch or nothing to all of a sudden 4 inches. And I think that's the way that it's kind of tough to tell you about, but that's the way that this system is setting up. So some areas up to 1 inch, but then we have 2 to 4 inches in some cases, even greater from Troy, St. Charles, Alton, and Jerseyville. That's going to really set up and be a little bit more significant in that fashion. Otherwise, that's our next weather impact alert day with temps in the mid-30s as we hit 33 on Sunday, and pretty much on the chilly side here overall. We'll continue to look at just the snowfall, and of course Tracy will be in tracking it for you in the morning all overnight. I don't think when you wake up the sun rises and the snow's out, but then after that it's going to be starting to pick up, and we'll just wait and see.
I just can't wait to see it falling. Hopefully it melts immediately.
Wet snowflakes for sure.
All right, Thank you, Gary. And that does it for your news and weather tonight. Corey Miller and Michaela McGee join us now with 5 on your sideline.